I spent 20 years building my small family restaurant from nothing. When my husband died, my son Daniel was only 9 years old. I worked mornings in the kitchen and nights doing bookkeeping while he slept on a couch in the office. Every dollar I made went back into the restaurant or into Daniel's future. When Daniel graduated high school, he told me he wanted to study business so he could take over the restaurant someday and expand it. He said he wanted to make me proud. I believed him. College was expensive, but I didn't hesitate. I refinanced the restaurant, took a loan, and sent Daniel $3,000 every month for tuition, housing, and books. Whenever I asked about his classes, he always had something to say. Marketing strategies, finance exams, business presentations. He even sent pictures from what looked like classrooms or libraries. Every time I saw those photos, I felt proud. I would show them to customers who had known Daniel since he was a little boy. "My son is studying business," I'd say. "One day, he'll run this place." For 4 years, I worked harder than ever. I skipped vacations. I delayed repairs in my own apartment. The restaurant needed upgrades, but I kept putting them off because Daniel's future mattered more. By the end of those 4 years, I had spent almost $140,000 supporting him. Then one afternoon, everything collapsed in the most ordinary way possible. A man came into the restaurant wearing a delivery uniform. When he saw me behind the counter, he smiled. "Hey, you're Daniel's mom, right?" I nodded, confused. He told me he used to work with Daniel at a warehouse across town. I laughed politely and said he must be mistaken because Daniel was away at university, finishing his final semester. The man looked genuinely puzzled. "University? No, Daniel's been working at the warehouse with me for years, night shifts mostly." I felt something cold settle in my stomach. That night, I called the university directly. After being transferred twice, the registrar calmly told me that Daniel had withdrawn after his first semester, nearly 4 years ago. They had sent several notices to the address on file. My address. Daniel must have intercepted them. My hands were shaking when I hung up the phone. The next day, I drove to the apartment I'd been paying for near the university. A student answered the door and told me Daniel had moved out years ago. He gave me another address. When I arrived there, I found Daniel living in a luxury downtown loft with 2 friends. Expensive furniture, gaming equipment everywhere, a brand new motorcycle parked outside. When Daniel opened the door and saw me standing there, his expression froze. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then I asked one simple question. "Why did the university say you dropped out 4 years ago?" Daniel sighed like I had just interrupted his evening. He didn't even try to deny it. He said college wasn't for him, he hated studying, and realized it wasn't the life he wanted. Instead, he'd been investing his time in cryptocurrency trading and online gaming tournaments. According to him, he was building his own path. I asked where all the $140,000 I had sent him went. He shrugged. Living expenses, investments, opportunities. When I started crying, he rolled his eyes and told me I was being dramatic. "Lots of parents support their kids," he said. "You should be proud I'm figuring life out." That sentence broke something inside me. I went home without arguing. For 2 days, I didn't speak to anyone. I just went through bank statements, transfers, receipts, every payment I had sent him. On the 3rd day, I called a lawyer. When Daniel texted me a week later asking for another $10,000 to invest in a huge crypto opportunity, I told him to come to the restaurant so we could talk. He arrived that evening, confident as ever. He talked for almost 30 minutes about market trends and potential profits. When he finally finished, I slid a folder across the table. Inside were copies of every payment I had sent him, and a legal notice. Daniel's smile disappeared as he read the first page. The notice stated that unless he agreed to repay a portion of the money through a formal payment plan, I would pursue legal action for fraud. He looked up at me like he didn't recognize me. "You're suing your own son?" he asked. I told him something I had rehearsed all morning. "You stopped being my responsibility the moment you chose to lie to me for 4 years." Daniel tried everything after that. Anger, tears, guilt. He said I was ruining his future. But for the first time in my life, I didn't give in. 3 months later, we reached a legal settlement. Daniel agreed to repay $35,000 over several years and signed documents acknowledging he had deceived me. It wasn't close to the money I lost, but it was something. More importantly, it was accountability. The restaurant is still mine. It's not fancy, the kitchen is old, and I still work long hours, but the business survived, and slowly, so did I. The hardest part wasn't losing the money. It was realizing that love without boundaries can turn into something dangerous. I still think about Daniel sometimes. I hope he grows into someone better than the person who lied to me. But my life no longer revolves around waiting for that to happen. Now, the restaurant closes at 9 every night. I lock the doors, count the register, and walk home knowing one simple truth. Everything I rebuild from here will be mine.